Guess what? How to Train Your Dragon 4 is in the works. But hold your horses, it might not be exactly what you're expecting. So, you know the awesome animated trilogy from Universal Pictures and DreamWorks? Yeah, it grossed a whopping $1.6 billion worldwide from 2010 to 2019. Impressive, right? Now, if you haven't seen it, seriously, you're missing out. The story revolves around this cool Viking kid named Hiccup. He's from Berk, and while he's super smart, he's not exactly your typical dragon-slaying champ like everyone else in his village. But here's where it gets interesting. Hiccup ends up befriending this rare dragon called Toothless, a night fury. And guess what? They discover that dragons aren't these scary, fire-breathing monsters everyone thought they were. Their friendship changes everything for both of them.
So, before we dive into the exciting new live-action stuff, let's ponder this. If we were to get a How to Train Your Dragon 4, and hey, maybe even a 5 if we're talking 2 parts.
What bits or storylines from the hidden world would you like to see explored further or built upon? So, check this out. There's this awesome idea from Reddit user Project Tower THL355 for a How to Train Your Dragon 4 storyline. Picture this. About a year after the events of HTTYD 3, Berk is still adjusting to life without our beloved dragons. They haven't really beefed up their defenses yet. But here comes trouble in the form of a mysterious steampunk ruler who's been eyeing New Berk for some strategic reason. We're not exactly sure what that is yet. He's kicking himself for not making a move sooner, but then he has this light bulb moment. Without dragons around, the people of New Berk could be pretty darn useful. So, he gears up his army, hops onto this massive steampunk airship, and heads straight for New Berk. Long story short, he manages to sneak onto the island and nab Hiccup, putting the rest of the gang in a tough spot. But here's the twist. Astrid, Valka, Eret, Snotlout, Fishlegs, Gobber, and the twins pull off a daring escape on a smaller airship. They make a run for it back to Berk, only to find out they've got a tail. The steampunk ruler's onto them, and he's pretty clued in on their history, making him a formidable opponent. But hey, here's the silver lining. He might know a lot, but he's clueless about the edge. So while things are looking dicey, there's still hope for our heroes to turn the tide. So our gang makes a dash for the edge, seeking refuge from the steampunk ruler hot on their heels. And guess what? The ruler wastes no time sending out search parties to track them down. But fear not, because our heroes aren't alone in this. They team up with the Outcasts, Defenders of the Wing, the Berserkers, and the Wing Maidens, forming this epic alliance. Together, they embark on a daring journey to the hidden world, determined to reclaim their lost dragon friends. Oh, and here's a nifty little twist. They come up with this genius plan to use terror mail to secretly communicate with Hiccup, keeping hope alive in their hearts. Fast forward a bit, and the gang hatches a bold scheme to free Hiccup and retake New Berk. After an epic showdown, they emerge victorious, reclaiming their home sweet home. And you know how these movies go. Cue the heartfelt goodbyes to dragons and allies, along with some good old-fashioned cleanup duty to fix up the place. Phew, what a ride, huh? What do you think? As for me, I'm really digging this storyline. That steampunk twist is pretty cool. Although I'm not sure if it'd fit smoothly with the current vibe of the Viking world. I mean, in the movies, they're just getting the hang of making steel, thanks to Gronkel iron, and still rock those old stone furnaces. They're all about blacksmithing, not high-tech steel foundries. So even if some outside force brings in that tech, it might feel a bit out of place. But hey, overall, I'm loving where this is going. Here's a thought. Instead of steampunk dirigibles, how about introducing a new underwater dragon species? Picture this. They're harnessed to these slick, airtight capsules made of steel with windows crafted from Deathsong amber. Not only would this tie in better with the existing dragon lore, but it'd also provide a neat solution for the gang to reach the hidden world and their dragon pals. Now, shifting gears to discuss the live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon, let's dive into the latest news. The construction of the arena is underway and filming is nearing completion. Additionally, Julian Dennison gives fans a glimpse of what they can anticipate from this highly anticipated adaptation, which features a stellar cast including Mason Thames, Nico Parker, and Gerard Butler. Next summer, get ready for another thrilling adventure with Toothless and Hiccup as the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon swoops into theaters. And guess what? According to Julian Dennison, one of its stars, filming is nearly wrapped up. Dennison shared his enthusiasm for the project while talking to Collider's Steve Weintraub at SXSW 2024, where he was busy promoting his latest movie, Y2K, alongside Rachel Zegler. He couldn't contain his excitement about being involved in the film. The remake is in the capable hands of DeBlois, the mastermind behind the original animated features, which came as a huge relief to fans worldwide. Dennison confirmed that DeBlois is deeply involved, ensuring the essence of the beloved story remains intact. "I wish I could spill the beans, but I value my life too much," Dennison joked. "But seriously, it's fantastic. We're working on something that's deeply cherished by so many people." He continued, "I grew up loving these stories, and there's a lot of passion involved. When casting announcements are made, opinions fly, and everyone wants to ensure it lives up to expectations. Dean, who directed all the previous films, is steering the ship with great care. There's genuine heart and soul in this project. On set, we've had countless discussions about staying true to the essence of the story. If something doesn't sit right with the fans, they've been quick to adapt. They're really committed to honoring the original material. I can't wait to see the final product. It's going to be amazing." The shooting for How to Train Your Dragon is moving along swiftly, with Julian Dennison confirming that filming is set to wrap up before the summer months arrive. With a planned release in 2025, this efficient progress is sure to give Universal a solid foundation for their marketing campaign for one of their most prized properties. "I'll be wrapping up in about 2 months, around May," Dennison revealed. "We've been at it for quite a while now, ensuring everything is done meticulously. It's really exciting. We've got a lot of practical sets, so it's not just us standing in front of a blue screen. We're immersed in these massive structures. They've even built the arena. They're really going all out." Get ready to soar into adventure with the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon, hitting theaters on June 13th, 2025. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of How to Train Your Dragon. We hope you're just as pumped as we are for the upcoming live-action remake and all the adventures it holds. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the storyline for How to Train Your Dragon 4? Are you excited about the live-action adaptation? We'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are fellow dragon enthusiasts. Don't miss out on any updates. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep dreaming of soaring through the skies with Toothless and Hiccup.